Paul Krassner, satirist, Yippies co-founder and counterculture figure, dies at 87. Satirist, publisher, author, and American counterculture figure died at his home in Desert Hot Springs, California on July 21. He was 87. Born in New York City on April 9, 1932, Krassner eventually moved to Southern California where he lived with his wife Nancy Kane in Desert Hot Springs. He's best known for editing Lenny Bruce's autobiography, How to Talk Dirty and Influence People, in 1965 and founding The Realist, the forerunner to National Lampoon, which he published from 1958 to 2001. A child prodigy on violin, he performed at Carnegie Hall when he was 6. Krassner, later inspired by Bruce, he went back to the stage, but as a stand-up comedian at popular clubs like the Village Gate. He became friendly with Groucho Marx and famously got the comedian to take LSD, which he chronicled in a High Times cover story in 1981. Krassner wrote and edited several other books, including How a Satirical Editor Became a Yippie Conspirator in 10 Easy Years 1971, Confessions of a Raving, Unconfined Nut Misadventures in the Counterculture 1994, Pot Stories for the Soul 1999, Psychedelic Trips for the Mind 2001, Magic Mushrooms and Other Highs 2004 and Who's to Say What's Obscene? 2009. Krassner co-founded the Youth International Party Yippie, which he named, in 1967. The Yippies played a major role during the demonstrations in Chicago at the Democratic National Convention in 1968. Since he wasn't I was lucky. There was a lot of he was also associated with Merry Pranksters. Yippie member Aaron Kay, who was known to throw pies in the faces of politicians in the 70s, says Krassner inspired many. His impact on us, always ahead of his time, Krassner contributed articles to Cavalier, the forerunner to Playboy, beginning in 1964. About his experience, I wrote some movie reviews for Cavalier. I always went to they declined to publish a particular column my review of as though it were a Busby Berkeley musical called Gook Killers of 1970 ostensibly on the grounds of bad taste, but I learned that 3 wholesalers had told the publisher they were pressured by the FBI and would refuse to distribute Cavalier if my name appeared in it. It was over for me. Is survived by his wife and daughter. Related slideshow stars we've lost in 2019 via photo services.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park pot.